Hello everyone. I haven't done a sit down video in a long time, and I've asked you guys a few times to let me know any topics you guys want me to do as a sit down video for you guys here on my vlogging channel. So I've gotten some ideas already from, whether it's from you guys or ideas that I've thought of, or a little bit of mix of both. So in this sit down video, I'm going to be talking about miscarriages, and I just want to put a little disclaimer that like each miscarriage is a little different, and what I mean about that is because it depends on like so many different factors on why miscarriages happen and what causes them, and so many different factors. Ooh, there's a fly or a mosquito or something. Sorry guys. But like it just depends on different factors. Rather it's the mother's health, it could depend on their the baby's growth, and where it's not like growing as much as that baby should, or not having enough, very little, too much fluids, or if there's more than one baby, it's maybe there's just not enough room. Like it could be so many different factors and reasons and whatever it may be, because in every single pregnancy is different for everybody, rather they're related or not, or if you had different kind of amount of miscarriages, different kind of pregnancy, like your first pregnancy could be different from your second, and your second could be different from your first two. Like, you know what I mean? There could be some similarities, but it doesn't necessarily mean each pregnancy is going to be the same for that individual mother, let alone people in general who has, you know what I mean? So from that being said, like everyone and my experience could be different from your experience, or my neighbor's experience, or a family member's experience if they had one. You know what I mean? Like it just, everyone's story and experience and feelings and all that is different and normal and common and so on. So yeah, just overall, everyone's experience is different, just because maybe there's more than one baby in your stomach, or it could be how many weeks you were compared to somebody else. It could be, you know what I mean, so many different little things that makes it different, and their experience, whether they're alone and they found out, or with their partner and they found out. Like it could be so many different factors, you know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know how else to go. I don't know how much deeper I should get into this video and whatnot, but like everyone's difference, experience is different, and like also depending on how many weeks you were, depending on what direction to have the baby out. Because when I personally had a miscarriage, I was within my 16 weeks mark, and I had the choice with my OGBYN. She gave me two options. I could do kind of the surgery, kind of trigger warning, abortion kind of way, or I can do it the more natural birth version of it and not having that direction, and it also depending on the generation or when you had that miscarriage at that time too. Because if you had a miscarriage maybe about 20 years ago, well, there might have not been certain kind of resources per se, or and that experience you had was the only option, for example, you know what I mean? So like I said, everyone's experience is different, but my OGBYN, she gave me two different options, and those were the two, and I got to pick, and that's kind of overall the summary of it, of my experience. If you guys do want to know more, I guess, in the moment and at that time kind of experience I have, rather throughout my pregnancy or and whatnot, in my miscarriage and whatnot story. I know on my main channel, if you go to under the playlist and you see pregnancy 1, you can see a few videos on that. Well, a little bit about my pregnancy up to then, and then a little bit of that. And with my vlogging channel here, this is why I have my phone, so I can kind of look back and give you guys kind of more of an accurate information. I gotta go back to the right one. Oh, I guess it's not on here. Okay, go back. Then I'll look it up. Hannah Audrey Vlogs, the channel that you guys are watching currently. If you guys go back in a ways and go under videos, okay, if you go under videos and scroll all the way down, so I have about 4-ish months ago, depending on when you're watching this video, when I'm looking at this, you guys would see, about 4 months ago, I have a vlog. It was about 3.5-ish minutes saying letters to my son. So that'll be kind of the most recent, I guess, closest to it, I guess. But other than that, keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. Wait, nope, not that one. And then about 6 months ago, roughly, like as of the end of May, when I'm recording this video, you'll see another video asking of the vlog. It's about almost 11 minutes long, and it's saying, the title of the vlog saying, how am I doing since the miscarriage? So the reason why I'm telling you guys the title, so you can just type in that title and then add Hannah Audrey Vlogs at the end. So then it'll go more directly to that video, or you can do what I'm doing and scrolling down until you see that video. And then if you guys scroll down a little bit more, about 8 months ago, if you guys watch the video of, it says doctor appointment took a turn, and that happened approximately 8 months ago. And I believe, if I remember correctly, and it has a photo of my man and I in the video. So if you guys check that video out, it'll be more in the moment kind of video. And I think in that vlog, I had like maybe some clips within like 3 days. So it was like a 3-day vlog into one big vlog, if that makes sense. So I just want to put that out there. So those are the two, well, not really two, but like 2 channels and those kind of videos about my miscarriage and whatnot. If you want to hear those stories and whatnot, those are the videos for sure that I have on YouTube, other than like some vlogs I kind of briefly talked about it, but not like as much in detail, like those kind of videos. So I just want to put that out there too. So going back more directly and specifically with miscarriages and whatnot, I just want to put it out there. I am not a doctor or a nurse. I'm not in that kind of healthcare field. So all I am saying is what stories that I've been hearing rather it's for whomever it may be, rather it's you guys messaging me on, personally on social media, or other people in my life, or whomever it may be. It's kind of overall what I've been hearing, and then some stuff that my OGBOYN at that time could share, legally can share, and going off of what she said, also off of my personal experience, and then I have some stuff to look up also, and going off of like numerous different things. So I just want to put that out there too. So about overall miscarriages does happen. It happens. It's more common than what people think, and yeah, overall it happens a lot more common than it thinks. And I asked my OGBYN at that time, like, hey, like, I know someone who, explaining somebody's personal experience on, like, could this, and this happen? Like, maybe opposite blood, or is it because of this, or is it because of that? And she said, well, or is it genetic? Is it, is it this? Is it that? Like, could it be genetic on his side or my side or whatever? And asked, like, lots of different questions like that. And, like, well, there could be a chance. It could be genetic, or it could be blood type. It could be this. It could be that. We're not always 100% sure, because sometimes it just happens and there's no simple reason, and so on. So yeah, so if that helps you guys a little bit on understanding that, and with my experience on a little bit on with my miscarriage, because how far along I was and what direction I chose, well, not just me, it was also him, my fiance too, and his decision, because we made it together, since it was both of our kid, it was both of our child, not just one of ours. So we both decided on doing the birth direction on, seeing our son, having our son out. It would have been more beneficial, I guess, for me to have that direction than, I guess, surgery / abortion way, I guess, like, because I just want to have that more normal, I don't know how to 100% explain it, but as normal as possible as, like, that birthing experience. And I just want to have that kind of opportunity, I guess, to, like, legitimately have that kind of experience, to meet my son, but not at the same time, So we kind of decided that would be the right direction for not only for me, but for him too. And other than the other direction, because I feel like that would be more traumatizing for me with my body, and mentally and emotionally, especially where I was at that time finding out. And I'm so happy I made that decision now, about 8-ish months later, and about 8 months to a year-ish later, because if I did the other direction, I honestly don't know where my, like, mental health state would have been. So yeah. But there are people who had a completely different experience and direction and story on how it happened, partially because maybe how many weeks they were, because I know that there are some people out there who it just naturally came out. You didn't have that, the two options that I have, because maybe how far along you were, I don't know, but I'm assuming because of that reason. But kind of going off track kind of what my goal was a little bit for this video, but I know the older you get, the higher risk, as far as I know. Yeah, the older you get, the higher risk that you will have a miscarriage. The older you are and the more pregnancies you have, I know the higher chances you will have a miscarriage, but that doesn't necessarily mean that will be the case, but it's still, you're at higher risk, you know? So someone who's probably like young, probably like in their 20s, are much lower risk compared to somebody who's in their like late 30s, early 40s, you know, for example. You know what I mean? Just because the younger you are, your body's different than someone who is about 15 plus years older than you. You know what I mean? So, and it also depends on overall your health in general. Like, even if you're like the healthiest person in the world, you can still have that happen. Or even if you're the unhealthiest person in the world, it still can happen. And if you're average with your health, it still can happen. You know what I mean? Like, there's not necessarily 100% ways to 100% prevent it, because either or, there's always a chance. No matter how old you are, it's just like the older you get, the higher it is, kind of thing. And I've also heard usually with people's first pregnancies, it usually happens, but it's not uncommon that you won't either. So if that kind of, you know, helps you guys a little bit, just from education from people and whatnot. I'm just trying to like think of what, there we go. Right before I made this video, I did some research on like how many on average miscarriages happen in a year, and it really depends on how many what website you're going to, depending on the answer. So I'm not like guaranteed which website or is 100% true, because I've seen there are approximately 5 million pregnancies per year in the United States, with 1 million ending in miscarriages. So that's probably like 1/5 at that a loss according to prior to 20 weeks. And then there is another one saying an estimated 23 million miscarriages occur every year worldwide, and that averages to about 44 pregnancies losses in each minute. So, and I've also seen like 1 in 4, and I've also seen 1 in 3 of miscarriages happen, and I've heard it, and I've been seeing like, so I don't know like 100% the real clinical, you know, thing. It just depends on so many different things, depending on what website you go to, what kind of doctor you're going to, and it just depends on so many factors, on, you know, so many different things, you know. So it's just like, this is the number, you know. So I don't know 100%. When I look at this BMC pregnancy and childbirth data thing, anywhere between, here, let me save this picture so then I can hopefully save it, and then I can show it to you guys so you guys can kind of see where I'm at. Okay, leave me alone, ads. Okay, where is that picture? Okay, let me just check if it's even here, because I don't want to spend like 45-ish minutes on trying to There it is. Okay. So, the up and down is the percentage of samples, and then the one on the bottom it is the ages of the age groups, and then the light blue is live birth, and then the darker blue is the miscarriages. This is not the best phone that I'm holding right now, and I'm sorry, but if this kind of helps you guys kind of with the database and how common it is and whatnot, if that kind of helps you guys in any shape or form. I'm just giving you guys a little time to actually look at it, then just a quick little see. So like I said, like I've seen some databases looking like that, and I've seen so many different factors and whatnot on so many different things and whatnot. Oh, and I just thought of something. If I legally can do this, I don't know if I can or can't, but, and I don't know if they can either just because of their jobs, but how would you guys feel if I go to the hospital or / clinic or whatever, if I go to the place where both pregnancy and whatnot with my rather it's my personal OGBYN that I had or somebody else, but how would you guys feel if I kind of do a kind of an interview kind of thing with a doctor who is educated in OGBYN babies birth kind of category? Like, how would you feel if I interview maybe at least 2, if whomever is comfortable doing this, like doing like a couple interviews with 1 or 2, maybe more, OGBYNs and whatnot, to maybe do an interview and have them kind of educate you and kind of have a guest here, rather it's here on my vlogging channel as a sit down video or on my main channel. I don't know. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on that, because that could help with this video. I should have like asked you guys this before I've done this and whatnot, but I could do like a part 2 if needed, if you guys want. So yeah, I'm gonna do a miscarriage calculator chart thing. Maybe, no, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, here we go. So miscarriage rates can vary by age and the week of pregnancy. And of course this could change over the years and whatnot. So, and like I said, I'm looking at online, and whatever website I'm looking at, like, that doesn't make it 100% necessarily true, and that's why I kind of want to, like, you know, maybe have like an interview with an OGBYN person, so then it might be more educational and a little bit more factional than me talking about it. So, in researching and so on. So yeah, so with age, a woman's age can increase her risk of miscarriage. For example, one study found that a woman under 30 have a 1 in 10 or 1 out of 10 risk of miscarriage, while a woman age of 35 to 39 have 2 out of 10 risk, and a woman over 45 has more than 5 out of, so over 50% at risk. The week of the pregnancy, the risk of miscarriage decreases as a pregnancy progresses. For example, one study found that the miscarriage rate was 9.4% at 6 weeks, 4 4.2% at 7 weeks, 1.5% at 8 weeks, and 0.5% at 9 weeks, and 0.7% at 10 weeks. And after 12 weeks, it just over time decreases. So the farther you are in your pregnancy, the chances of having a miscarriage decreases, but that doesn't necessarily mean down in the road of your pregnancies, no matter where you're at, there always can be a chance, though. If that answers your, answers that kind of thing. Let me go back and do the miscarriage risk calculator, because that might help. I honestly don't know. I'm kind of winging it with this. So, because I'm not 100% sure what exactly about miscarriages, whether it's like my own personal experience or what. So, maybe this would help. Not really, because it's kind of what I just said. I don't know. Everything I've been searching before this sit-down video and during, it's practically the similar or same things, but with my personal experience, I found out on the last week of September of 2023, and that was my 16-week checkup. And then my doctor gave me 2 options on, do you want this or do you want that? Chose one direction, option A, then option B, and which I told you guys, I think, not that long ago in this video. And then on the last day of September, it was on Saturday, I think it was on the 30th of September. Where's the calendar? Come on. I want, not May. I already know. I want the month to, I want to see the whole month. Okay. June, July, August, September. Okay. So, yeah, okay. So, on the 30th of May, I gave birth to my son, and then I stayed overnight and left the next day on October 1st of 2023. So, that's kind of overall the summary of what happened. In some of the vlogs and whatnot, the days are slightly off because it was kind of in the moment and wasn't expecting, X, Y, and Z, and like I said, things can change, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So that is kind of overall that I have really overall to say in this sit-down video about miscarriages and whatnot. But if you want me to have a part 2 about it, I'm more than willing to do that. Or if you want me to do kind of an interview kind of video, let me know, and I will do my very best to do so. It might not happen right away, or if not at all, just because maybe how busy those doctors are, and it depends on if they really want to, and so on. It just depends on so many different things. So, yeah, if you do want me to do kind of a part 2 of a sit-down video about miscarriages, let me know and whatnot. And if you want that part 2 to be kind of like an interview and talking with the doctor about it, and kind of using me as a guinea pig of certain things, I'm more than willing to do that. Just let me know in the comments, so then I know what exactly, what direction I have to go to. And if you just want to ask me questions, then I can just answer them from what I do know, because like I said, I am not a healthcare provider in that kind of department of miscarriages, so I'm not, you know what I mean? I can't say, oh, it's this or oh, it's that. Like, I don't know. And sometimes doctors don't even know because of numerous different things. So, yeah. Oh, another side note about miscarriages and a little bit about my experience and whatnot. My fiance and I, or the father of my baby, whichever you want to word it, we decided on doing some testings on our son to figure out why and what happened, and everything overall came back normal, and there was overall no real reason on why and how, etc., what happened. So if you guys have any questions on that, like, I don't even have the answers, literally the doctors, due to the, you know, tests that they did and whatnot. And the reason why I had a miscarriage is because of, like, not having fluids enough, very little to no, if not none at all. I'm leaning more towards none fluids for the baby to survive. And my doctor, as in my OGBYN, thought it could be like something to do with like certain like organs not working, and we had like kind of testings more specifically on that organ that we think could be the possibility, and as the organs was perfectly healthy. So because of those things, just like, well, I hadn't, you know, I mean, there was absolutely zero answers and reasons or whatnot. It happened because it happened kind of thing. So, which is kind of a bummer, but kind of not a bummer at the same time. It's like, I don't know, like, I wish I had like one answer, you know, or guidance, so then I could have like maybe changed my diet during my pregnancy, or done this, or maybe in future pregnancies, maybe I don't have a normal job at that time, or, you know what I mean, whatever it may be. Like, I could have done something different in a way, but, you know, like, I don't know, like, something that I could have actually done, you know what I mean? But I don't know. But like I said, everything happens with or without a reason, and everything happens for a reason and whatnot. And yeah, so I'm thinking about ending this sit down video about this topic, because I just don't know what else to really say, honestly. Because yeah, if you guys want me to do a part 2 and maybe having more I don't know, questions, and you want me to answer more direct, specific questions you want me to answer about miscarriages, I can do that. Or if you want me to kind of do like an educational interview in a way with an OGBYN about pregnancies, let me know, and I could very much do that and try to do that and whatnot. And yeah, so I'm just gonna end this video here, the sit down video, because I don't know what else to really say. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first sit down video in like a long time. And yeah, if you guys have any other ideas on what you guys want me to make as a sit down video, any ideas, let me know in the comments, or on my social media platforms like Facebook or Instagram, etc. You can message me on those two things. Both of them are in the link in the description below and whatnot. And if you want to message me kind of on a personal level. So yeah, so I hope to see you in the next sit down video here on my vlogging channel, or on a vlog, whichever you guys prefer seeing me, and or even on my main channel or podcast. And those two channels are also in the link in the description below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and helps you a little bit and whatnot. And if it did, let me know. And if it didn't, then I'm sorry, or let me know in the comments. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next sit down video or vlog, or on my other two channels. Bye. One thing I think I forgot to say before I ended the vlog is that it does affect everybody differently, and so on, just because of their experience and their point of view and whatnot. And words cannot explain, for me, I cannot explain the right words to say how it feels losing a child through miscarriage, let alone in general, unless if you've been through it. And I just want to put that out there. I don't know, and it does affect women who carried that baby differently than a male or the father of the baby, just because, yeah, the emotional and mental and emotionals can kind of relate, but the physical part is different. It's like a different level. Like, you do, but you don't get it. You know what I mean? Unless if you've were the one kind of thing. So I just want to put that out there, and everybody's experience is different and whatnot. And if you are more of a fresh newbie like me, who had a miscarriage recently within the last X amount of years or months, or newbie, or if you had a miscarriage like 20 plus years ago, like, it just doesn't matter, or somewhere in between, like, it sometimes bites you in the butt at times and whatnot. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's like losing like someone in your family, you know, from death, and but in a different shape or form. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to explain it other than that. So that's all I gotta say right now. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this sit down video. If you guys did, let me know, and I will see you guys whenever I see you guys.